And this is my lab on the sheep heart dissection. As you can see, this is my work area. I have my list on the laptop and no additional resources around. All right. So starting with the anterior pieces, the pericardium is the outermost layer, the thick part on the outside of the heart. And then when we go through that layer to the inside is where you have the epicardium. The base of the heart is up on top and the apex is down on the bottom. The right auricle, if you look at it from this side, is up on the top right here. The left auricle is right here. The right ventricle is on the same side. It's the darker section, as you can see. The left ventricle is the bigger, darker section over here. And the pulmonary trunk runs right through here. Now, as we split it open, the myocardium is the thick and meaty part of the heart, and the endocardium is the inner part where the blood touches. And the right ventricle, as I said, or the right atrium, my apologies. The right atrium is up at the top of the right ventricle, and the left atrium is at the top of the left ventricle. The opening of the superior vena cava is right up here. As you can see, that's the opening right there. And the opening of the inferior vena cava is, as you can see, right here. Okay, moving to the tricuspid valve. If you go where the right ventricle is, the tricuspid valve runs along the top of the right ventricle, whereas the bicuspid valve runs along the top of the left ventricle. The pulmonary semilunar valve runs right here on the inside of the pulmonary trunk. And then the aorta is right here, this big piece. And the aortic semilunar valve is right in this section. Okay, and then for the blood flow of the heart, it goes from the body through the superior vena cava and through the inferior then goes to the right atrium, then to the tricuspid valve, then the right ventricle, then the pulmonary valve, pulmonary artery, out to the lungs. From the lungs, it comes back in and goes to the left atrium, the mitral valve, the left ventricle, the aortic valve, and then comes out the aorta and the descending aorta. And throughout the entire process, it comes in as unoxygenated blood. When it goes to the lungs, it gets oxygenated and then comes back through and then out through the aorta to the corresponding body parts that it needs to go to. And that is it for my sheep dissection video.